Hello and welcome back. There we have one of our sheep. Right, let's get a little bit of work done. It's, feeding and watering. Get animals first, as I always say. Now, I reckon, we might get one more day out of that, I think. I think water, we've got plenty, but I seem to recall when we looked at this, it said we'd got... Yeah, I'm not sure it was telling the truth. Let's have a look. No, I didn't think so. Right, plenty of water left in there for days yet. Probably one more feed in that before we need to top up with our supplier, H2 Studios. Right, okay, I'm gonna stop recording for... Now, do I need the case though? I can manage with just the one tractor if I'm honest, so I'm gonna cut back in. I'm going to see you shortly on the other side. Just had an idea. Yeah, I think what we're going to do is this one. We're going to bale this one this time, and then the one that we've removed the bales from, we are going to... Yeah, so I'm going to keep them separated by day. That way we've got mowing every other day. There'll be 2 days mowing, and then there'll be a day break just in time. Obviously not during winter, but yeah, like during the mowing season. We will literally be mowing every other day. That way it's not all happening on one day. It'll be busy, but not too busy. Right, do these need repairing? No, that said this when I put them away. Definitely not. Right, we'll set this gun, and that can bale just... the 143 horsepower Deutz can actually manage to do that. Right, so... We have field 35, our original field, 10.2 meters. Clear, load, activate, and start on first point, go. Smashing. Swath dropping is still selected. Faithful Deutz, let's get you cracking as well. This camera angle stay zoomed in a little. Yeah. I am thoroughly enjoying this map. It hasn't got much traction yet. I'm wondering if everybody's watching everybody else. But I don't. Although I keep say about watching numbers, I don't do it too much. Yeah, it's early days again, so we shall see. Yeah, it is something you have got to watch, but not. Yeah. Like I say sometimes, leap of faith. Yeah. Right, anyway, let's set this going as well. In fact, you know something? No, I've got animals to do this side. I've done the sheep, as you know. I've shown that on video. Right, let's set this going now. Oh, no. Exactly the same again. 10.2 meters. Clear, load, activate. And... go. And we are going to walk through the wall. Ha ha ha. Oh, don't you love language when you think about it, the things you can say. Right. Now I do realise in editing I was looking at this and I thought, you said, I left it doing that straw which we didn't need, and we have plenty of... Oh no, the food's... Oh no, the food is terrible. Yeah, so we're going to need to do a couple of TMRs, and... Well, actually, I'm going to do one TMR. We're going to concentrate on this until it's finished, even though this is a little slow. I know. Manure. Let's have a quick look as we pass to see... We are playing this realistically, so the door... Well, it's slightly got a weird... a little bit temperamental trigger. 15,000. That'll wait. That's hardly gone up at all. That'll wait till tomorrow then. I think milk, that we are going to do today. Yes, we're going to do some... Being as we've got some decent amount of money, we are going to start to put our productions down in our field, the little field, which it's not that little. When I looked at all the productions, that is going to be, that's going to hold quite a lot of stuff, so I'm chuffed. Right, anyway, we're going to do one TMR, and then we're going to do a hay, and then we're going to do a grass, and then we're going to do another TMR with what, whatever capacity's left. It shouldn't be far off. Greenhouse, yeah. I'm not sure. I think that's part of the furniture, so I don't think we can. Although, yeah, projects. That is true. Although, couldn't tell what the greenhouse is in our production place as well. What I'm classing as a production place, couldn't they go in there as well? Maybe they could. We could. Well, this is, yeah, overloading. We could go and have a very quick look, but we will not forget the cows need the gates shutting. Yeah, so, yeah, let's look at the original greenhouse. Now this is, yeah, let's have a look. Is it part of the furniture, or can you remove it and replace it? Although I don't think... Yes, you can. Right, we may use this for something else, because I'm not... Yeah, there's not enough room. We're going to go greenhouse is slightly bigger. Should we shut this? Yeah, we shall. We're going to go for specialist greenhouses called the open garden. Yeah, it's a shame about the straw, but it is like I said, it's, yeah, it is incidental. It is. We're just going to place over it and pretend it's not there. Yeah, well, of course the builders will remove it. I'm not. It's just that, yeah, it's one job that we're not quite. Yeah, I'm not bothered about right now. You can't always. It's in the way of other projects, and is it? No, it is straw. We can buy straw in. I'm not worried. Not really. I wouldn't normally do that. Anybody who's watched my Let's Plays knows I'm not usually that frivolous, but yeah, I'm not a big one on wastage, but we would need a windrower. Not that they're expensive. No, it's not. Yeah, I'm not being horrible or anything. It's just we've got enough on already. It's just one job too many. Yes, the farmer in me is rebelling against my logic, but yes, sometimes, yeah, it's true. There's only so much anybody can do. Right, one hay. So, greenhouses, yeah, the open gardeners, I think, if I'm honest, I'm going to do the open gardeners. I only want 2 or 3, I don't want to go mad, so I'm not going to do what I did on Stone Valley and stick like 6 or 7. I want a little tad, and we don't want these for selling, I think. Might be some of the things we might sell, others we might use. Yeah, I'm going to be putting them down mainly for things we need in like the donut factory or whatever. Yeah, I am going to try to do other sort of productions. I'd like to pull in a few more productions, something a little bit different. Yeah, not every single one of my Let's Plays to be same old, same old. I mean, there are only a limited amount of productions, true, but I haven't shown, yeah, I've shown the same ones quite a few times. I mean, the Lords will probably feature in most, because of its reasonable nature, small footprints, and reasonable, I'm trying to think of, I was going to say production chains, but yes, good enough, but that's not really what I meant. It's, what do they call it? It's, yeah. It's just amazing, the link with tiredness and your words, yeah. Production. It'll come to me. I always find the more you chase words, the more you try and make a tired brain think, then the worse that the chasing goes. Right. Will you cows not keep going in the way? I know you're ghosts in the machine, but I don't really want to be running you over, even virtually. Right, let's have a look if we've got capacity for the entire thing of Very, very finicky. You've got to really go right to the... Right, food, 62 tonnes. 62 tonnes. Oh, that's saying we're done. Oh, that's not reading right. That's what got me. Ah, no. That's because it goes to the animal dealer ones. That's what we should be looking at. It is. Right, okay, that is definitely true. 62. I think we can handle it. 1 grass, definitely. And maybe there's probably a bit of room for a little bit more TMR. The little bits, the lower foods, do take a while. It'll only be the TMR that we need to top up every day then. That's the main reason I do eat. It does work quite well. I did do that right, didn't I? Yeah, I did. This is grass. Yeah, so today, this session, doing some, obviously cutting the grass and baling the grass. Now then, let's look on the field for a second and see if anyone's snarled up. There shouldn't really be, but you never know. You see, oh, now that it could be the baler, and the baler doesn't move every single second. It could be getting a baler out the back. Let's have a look. Is it going to move in a minute? Even I don't think the back on that takes that long to do. Right. Well, we're not far away. As the stone, as a crow flies. Let's use that analogy. I like that one. It's quite pretty. Right. Yeah. Let's use our brain. Set this unloading. And I hope I remember that I've not finished though. That's what I did yesterday. I did the straw one and then thought, ooh, darted off as I do. Remember gate. Yes. Right, let's go and have a look, because we are literally a stone throw away. What has happened to you? Oh, it's the mower. Went the wrong way round. Right, well, we're going to do a bit of clean-up once. Although that's, I don't much know. It's I can take over and I'll do that next time we're here. Now then, let's switch the lines on. So I'm not sure where you go. To be honest, I don't think I've ever done the grass, the cutting. I think I might have started one. No, I didn't, because that's the trouble. When you take over, it totally mucks up the course, which is why I often leave this, because this is the most important course of them all. Right, let's switch some lines on for a second. Let's have a look. So it goes. It wants to come in and go there. That's the only thing about. Yes, it is. It's actually my mistake. I shouldn't have bailed so early. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Go. Yes, we might have to do a bit of cleaning up, so that's my fault, totally my fault, because I shouldn't have done the baling just yet. So, my own daft fault. That's with, it is, what is that old English saying? More haste, less speed. It truly is. Ah. I guess that's, right, in that case. Yeah, nah, it's not going to pop. Leave that there. The animals do get used to it. Have they got room though at the no? Well, no, they have. A cow could easily get down past that. But you know something? I do agree. Let's move it a little. In fact, you know, let's do this properly. Although animals do get used to it, and they do see me coming through every single day, so they get used to the vehicle and everything. Yeah. I'm not going to go on about safety, because it's just, but yeah, let's try and please everybody that would be upset by me doing that, because it wouldn't really, yeah, it wouldn't matter. So then that should be full for the animals this time. It is indeed. Right, okay, so we'll get that grass put in tomorrow, and then we'll put the TMR in as well. Milk 49 tonnes, slurry 35, and that is quite low, as we just saw, 15,000. gonna leave the slurry till tomorrow? Yeah, I think... No, because actually it's a 30-tonner. No. We have got the lorry, so we're going to grab that. I've got to go in cab though, because it's horrible. It is a horrible view if you do the proper way. Yeah, I am going to, as I said, I'm going to start to use this quite a lot. And I do think we probably will need the 108 tonner, but more for the potatoes. Yeah, that's gonna, the capacity of that is going to be humongous, and we've only got the 48 tonner, which is a lot for a lot of things, but not for. But you've just gone past that. But it is that it is. She couldn't bet it. If I had teeth, it would have bit me. Right. Okay. Let's go around the shed. Now, how is the mower doing? It's stopped again. It has. Yeah. That's those bales. It's every time it goes to the headland section, it's going to bump into a bale pretty much. Oh no. No, managed it this time. Yeah, I think on the turns though, it's going to do it here. Every time it does the turns on the going in, it's going to hit one of these. So we may well need to... Hasn't this got a front 3-point link? Isn't this the one? It is, but I'm not sure it's going to be the right height. We could have a go though. Could say, now then, be careful. You're a little bit close. Although it's funny in this view, you're not always as bad as you think. Right. Do we... Yeah, we will. We'll have a go, but I have a sneaky feeling that that is way going to be not as good. And I think it's the Deutz where I can use the... let's see, can I pick it up? I can. Let's have a look. How low is that? No, not terribly. No, this is what I had with the lorry. Because it is high, it naturally would be very high. So yeah, it's not going to be of any use whatsoever for this. Truly not. Right, so we'll need to grab it for the tractor. Mirrors. Yeah, fine, we're a long way away. Let's pick that up. We'll at least go and do that one. And then we're going to come back, and I'm sure we're going to have to babysit the mower a little. And probably then the baler will have caught up as well. So, ooh, yeah, no, you... Yeah, this is one of those with the sleeper compartment, isn't it? It's got grand mirrors, though. Right, smashing. Slurry. Now this is, yes, I thought so. Let's see if we can... No, it doesn't. Bales do not like to be pushed in such a manner, but we might be able to nudge it with a tyre. Nudging's about as good as you can get with anything but the bale. The bale push is phenomenal. It's one of the few things I've actually known to truthfully actually push bales. Yeah, the bales actually listen to it, which is quite nice. Yeah, every single thing you can nudge them with the tyres and that's about your lot, but no, the bale pusher speaks bale. Definitely. Yeah, they like that. They push the... I think... Yeah, it is. It's going down here, I'm sure. Let's check. Yeah, it is. That's nearest go. I think we should be close enough. Right, okay. I still think we're going to be stopped almost every other line because of my silliness of setting the baler way too early. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, sometimes consequences to your actions. Yeah. of the BGA, so we should be good on that. Actually, yes. Now this is going to be fun in this view, actually. I never thought of that. Yeah. It's very painful. I thought so. Yeah. Even stopping the baler itself. Oh, transport, of course. Yes. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. Bales are such... I just should have put the bale pusher on this. Being as it is that, not that that would help the workers, they totally don't care about the bale pusher. They don't know what it is or what it does. Yeah, well, now I'm talking game mechanics. Right, let's tidy this up as well while we're up this end. Yeah. Yes, this is the bit that I did said about cleaning up, wasn't it? Where I did that extra bit of cutting. Now, if we were doing the two fields, I would go into a time lapse for this because I realise it is a little bit. But yeah, we're not going to be on this. This is just going to be me cleaning up, really. Yeah, I'm going to leave the AI to this as much as possible. But yeah, this is my own doing. So what is that old saying? It's my mess. I'm going to clean it up. Yeah, it is true. It's my own silly faults that we are in this bit of a quandary. I am pleased with where we are. I seriously do think we may well afford that field in the back ends. No, you don't. You can't say that. You never know what's going to come up in the sales that could sort of think, oh, I need that. I would have bought that later on, but yeah, it's half price or a third of the price. Sometimes it can be that good, 70% off. I have seen those nice bonuses. If it was something like a sugar beet big harvester that was 200,000 that was normally 5, then I think I would probably think, yeah, let's think long term. No, that's one of the proper lines. Let's get this lot cleaned up. Oh, no, it needs to be down. Doesn't work unless it is. Yeah, this is slightly out. It's 160 horses. This is 143, so it does struggle a tad. But it's almost in that range, so it's not painful. Ooh, 1%. Let's get some of this little bits cleaned up. Auto. Yes, I do remember where that is now. It's amazing. I think I've said this quite a lot. Baling and grass is probably, we did that much on the old stream farm. Of course, you go rusty in between. It's like the manual bale handling. I haven't done that. I haven't done that at all on this. I was going to. That's why I bought the TPS one. And then we literally, it is that element that I said, if I do manual baling, it's going to take an entire session, but that doesn't mean to say I won't do it. Yeah, if it's something that people do like to see, that they always have, so I may well incorporate that. We have got the telehandler, so it's not like it's a crime. Right, I think if I remember rightly, this is the point here where the mower, and this is following the same course, this is where it turned on itself and went wrong, so this is, I would imagine, the very first line for this. And we want next now. Let's see if I'm right. Yay, we have Farmer Girl, as I call her. Ah. Yes. Babysitting these now. Yeah, even that a little when it gets to the end. If it's unfortunate enough to have a bale at the end or in the turnaround, it's going to get caught by it. I've got no way of doing anything about that. Right, let's go and do the one job that we were half doing. Yeah, we're not going to get anything done at all. Oh, change the view. And we're going to pull around, I think. Like, oh. Yeah, that's a tree. Yeah, that really is in the way a little, because we're going to need to probably repeat this turning circle a few times. Now then, metal post. No. It's not too bad. Yeah, when I've gone over it at great speed, which I have done, as you've probably seen, it is a little bit. I think it can go through there. Remember, you're pulling a trailer, so. But remember, we're not selling this. Yes, I fancied, yeah, it's always at the end of the week when it is my, it will do it itself. I don't really need to worry about this. As soon as we hit the first spot, it will do it. It is accepted there. Now, what was I saying? Yeah, end of the week, it's, it really should be my, Thornton revamped. But, see inside the BGA. Yeah, it really is. But I just wanted to do one more session on this. Yeah, it doesn't matter if I get a little bit further on Attingham than I do on my revamped. I might do a couple of sessions on that. I've actually done 2 or 3 on this time. I did 2 or 3 on Stone Valley. It is nice. As long as I get my things, Rhombos is obviously coming up as well. Right. Right, let's not park this in a silly place though. Yeah, let's park this here. Not putting it away because really it's used all of the time. It's such a lot. Right, let's go and, yeah, I'm sure that someone is snagged up already again. Oh, okay. No, they're not. No. Not at the minute. Smash it. The grass is nearly finished. Can we? Not really. There's nothing we can do because both of our tractors this side are, yeah, in use. Definitely. The big Garant. So we finished that. Productions. Let's not stand around as if there's absolutely nothing to do, because there's plenty we could be doing. Milk wants a production. I'm going to place the lots, not because of its dairy, but yeah, because I did say I was going to do that first, and I am going to. So we come in there, we've got to be very careful about that. We don't want to, although we're not using this for filling water, we will do if we want water over this side. Now, please tell me that it doesn't save water, does it? I'm not doing my cows an injustice and not giving them water when they need it, am I? No. No. It's as if it's handled, yeah, one of the farm labourers is coming every night to, yeah, put that down. Right, let's stand by the gate, because I'm safe here. Apart from my walking, yeah, right, okay, let's have a look. Production, the laws. Let's stick that down first, because this does a bit of everything, and it's such a fantastic... Now then, do we... Yeah, we would only need the back if we were manually doing things. And I'm not intending on... This is mainly going to be a production... remember though, it's true, I don't want to go in the way of the water. Might even do a bit of a job with that. So we will... Yeah, we will be realistic though, so you could get both sides if you wanted. Ooh, of course it does. Yeah, we're going to need to soften. Yeah, we are. I was forgetting about that, so there we go. That fantastic tool has got some fantastic uses. Yeah, that was Frithgar that taught me that one. Hagen's stat, I think, is in 19 when he did that. That's a map that's never really... I didn't... Yeah, obviously I was late to the party in FS 19. I came to the party, you could say. So, yeah, it doesn't care about weeds, does it? No, it doesn't. Yeah, in Hagenstadt he showed that thing, and I think it was the viewer that actually reminded him you could do that. It is fantastic. Right, we're going to look at this end ways, and we're going to go as far that way as possible. So you could get the other side if you wanted, but I also need to see the end. I want to put this as close to the fence as possible, so we are, I would say, let's have a look. Not that there's... Yeah, no, you can remove it straight away. I've got that mod on that destroys, and you get your full value if you did it almost instantly, which I like. Yeah, in the base game where you lose thousands, let's face it, it's an imperfect thing. If you were to build this in real life, you wouldn't get it wrong. The builder would refuse to build in it. Well, you win in theory, right? So we've got that. Do we want anything else right immediately? I'm going to place one of the little dairies, not the cheaty one. No, are we going to place one of these as well? Because I think already... Right, this... Yeah. Let's switch on... Is it that one? I think it is. Interactive Zone Market. On for a minute. Yeah. Right, so we want productions again. Little dairy. Now that could actually go. That could go there without blocking the way. This still, although it's tiny, if you were to place another one, which we will, it will... No, it doesn't need... Now you've got a dump at that end, and that's for your productions. It's not going to hurt if it is behind the fence. Let's angle it so that we can dump a little bit better, though. Yeah, let's think about this. Right, yeah, the one thing I will say about it is if we place another one, in fact, I'll show you what I mean. Yes, although it's tiny, and although that is the full extent, as you can see from it, its actual footprint is a lot bigger, as I found on Hobart's Hollow, that much. So it's almost, you could place any dairy. So if you're going to place these next to each other, there's got to be a massive gap. So it is one of those sort of things that you think, oh, it's tiny, it's a small footprint. But yeah, it is. But do we need a farm supplies production on this? I did say I wanted to try... Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not always going to do that. There's sometimes I might go fermenting silo. Fuel refinery. Yeah, I've put quite a lot of extra mods in this. Now, I've never tried that seed production, but I was going to try the small one. And I think we're going to stick it near to our fill point, because it makes sense. In a corner somewhere, like, so I'd say there. where it's not going to get in the way. No, am I the right? Ah, it is that way. Yeah, it would be. And I'm going to angle it like that. Right, smashing. Yeah, we can have a go at that, definitely. It's only just been released, but I'd like to have a go. I shall sort these out off camera, but we shall switch the interactive zone markers off for now. Yeah, I shall sort these out straight away. Let's go back to the action, because I'm quite sure that one or the other of them, I haven't seen it's finished, so I think the mower's caught near the end of the course. Yeah. You know, Mr. Smith, you do sometimes actually get things right, even when you're guessing. Right. I do occasionally, this is true. But some of it's just common sense, really. I know, I'm not going to risk it. I can do it, but I'm going to set it going. I haven't got their ability to be super duper on lines. Not bad, but yeah, not necessarily good enough for the baler. Right. We may as well tidy this section of the field up, because it has got some massive... Ooh. This don't half get definitely sort of gets damaged. Mind you, we do an awful lot of baling. It does do 3 or 4 goes before it needs doing, so it's not like it would, and it's not a lot. Although if you was in the base game, maybe it would be. There's a bit of clean up there. Right, how are we doing, mower? Finished, I think. Is it? No. Right. May need to tidy that up. Let's get this grass while we're here for once, because we very rarely cut this. Yes, I'm thoroughly enjoying our time on Attingham. It's fantastic. It is a real blast from the past. It's a really lovely feeling, to be honest. It's one of those maps that I always loved in FS 2019. Actually, yeah. Now let's fold that, and let's fold you. Stick you away, and yeah, then we should finish the clean. In fact, yeah, let's finish the cleanup. And then we'll set the baler going again, and then we can have a chat. Yeah. Yeah, really did love Attingham, but it's one of those maps I didn't do to death. It was quite... I did my Let's Play, and I'm talking about for fun. Yeah, quite late on in... because I've got quite a few Let's Plays, you know, like on playing at the time. So yeah, Attingham, it was quite late on when it was beginning, when I was going to do my low note, when I began to be a content creator. It was, yeah, still did that for fun, I think, and I started my low note, and then that was quite late on in FS19 as well. I think because with this game you've got to be a certain level of skill to even contemplate, well, I think, to contemplate doing, because you need to understand to a great degree where the key bindings are. Only to an extent. Even the great names struggle with. Yeah, Mr. CDP still pulls it up. So do all the other names, although they may do it off camera. Yeah, they're not all. Now then, what's that? Can this survive? It's 68%. Yeah, it can. It's not going to hurt. I think this is where we start. Let's try. It is. Right, smashing. Even they sometimes pull up the help menu on camera when it's... Because, again, it's like I keep saying, you can't stop the cameras every single time. If you're in the middle of a job, it's more sensible to pull up the help menu and just, yeah, we're all human, it is true, even the big names do that, but obviously you try to do it to a minimum, so it's the more obscure key bindings that you don't use all of the time, or it's changes for different equipment. That's the one thing. Oh, no, we're going to actually repair this, I think. Now remember, not by the door, it's not quite as you think, and we are going to even wash as well. Repair, repair, repair. Now I need to get rid of that view and to that, because this is going to be filthy. Oh, that's not too bad. Porto's not bad at all. Yeah, so I did come to the party quite late. As a content creator, Low Note was my first attempt at content. It really was. And also it was a different beast. And then obviously the change to FS22, which I did start on day one actually doing content. Ran into some problems with, like a lot of people did, with my recording software to begin with on day one. It did not like the new game. It didn't. So I tweaked with those, and then yeah, did the Horbelleron, a couple of Horbellerons actually, and yeah, then my favourite map to date, that'd be a difficult one. Yeah, it's not. I've got lots of nicers. Although if I was to pick one, it would have to be Oxygen David's map. It really would. I love that. I love the sounds in the middle of the village. I do. It's a beautiful map. And yeah, the reason I'm not saying its name is because this very second I can't quite remember what it is. Yeah, that lovely little village. Absolutely a phenomenal map. Right, what are we doing? Do we... I'm going to grab some bait. Now I think, if I remember rightly, I'm not going to leave the engine running in a minute, but I'm sure we've got 55 tons of stuff, or well, it was earlier, yeah, 44 tons now. But we can get one set of bales ready. That's not a bad thing. Right, let's just check the baler quickly though before we... Yep, happy. Will he get past the end of the next one? I doubt it. That's what we're going to do. Before we dart off and do ours, we're going to grab the bale pusher, one of the bale pushers, and we're going to push the end, everything out the ends of the grass, just so as the mower is happy. May as well grab both of these because we are going to need them. Drop that off at the edge of the field and pick it up in a few minutes. Yeah. Yeah, so let me continue on my thing, because I'm a terror for half-starting things and then going off tangents because of my old memory. Absolutely, it's definitely true. Right, now then we need to put that low. Yeah, I didn't feel I'd got adequate skill to do this justice, is the bottom line. That should be alright for that. Now let's go down the ends and make sure where the turnarounds are. I love the way that you can. Oh, it has to be lowered though, as I found out a couple of sessions ago. I was like thinking, why are the bales pushing me all around? The bales are pushing me all around because I'd got it raised and it was not at the right height to actually do anything. Now that one there's going to be a problem. Is yeah. Even this though, it might talk bale a little bit, but bale's still not completely listening. Yeah, you're going to get in the way. Right, smashing. I think that's good enough. Let's go and pick up 24 done bales, and that's another good thing, I suppose, about leaving them on the field a little bit. Yeah, we do need to fertilise that though. Oh, trouble is, this is the only bad thing. I suppose it's plenty of manual practice. It is. You can't really set the workers going because they can't dodge in and out. They're going to be forever stopping. So it is one of those jobs that, yeah, you've really got to do yourself. Truthfully, it doesn't take long. It's one of them 3 or 4 minutes per job go really. So right, let's pull wide. This is a bit troublesome actually. I remember I had trouble on this. It clonked. The invisible bit on the H2 Studios catches it like that. It's not actually clocking it, but it is. Yeah, it got me yesterday as well. not going to time lapse this. It's not worth it. We're just going to grab one set, go back to the thing. Hopefully the baler will crack on now. I think we've done all that we needed to do to save his route. Done the animals, both sides. Yeah, that's a point. Well, let's have a look. How are we doing on our? Yeah, remind me. Yeah, let's just look at the green. That's all we need to do. It's yeah. Ooh, potatoes. No, they are dark green. So when are they? Potatoes are ready in next month. Wow, that's why they're that green. Smashing. So it looks to me that next session is probably going to be the potato harvest. In which case this grass may have to wait. Imagine I can set the mower going. That's only if I get all of these. That's the only thing, obviously, and it is true. I always say that about farming. It's the farm that decides the jobs you've got to do and the order of it. Sometimes, of course, like in real life, one job must take precedent over another. But as we've got workers as well, so it's not the end of the world that we set a worker going to actually get this done, because you don't want to lose your harvest. Not really. Not even. I know it seems a funny thing to say about grass, but it is true. I would like to, for our benefit, separate them by a day for each of these, because it means you've not got lots to do one day, and it also means that you're cycling through. Mind you, no, I don't suppose it does. Because if you were baling, just baling, obviously they're going to be one day apart between grabbing them, turning to silage. So that's good, but obviously we put the half of it, yeah, into the bunker. Yes, I am right about this. There's definitely another. I don't know that there's not going to be another full one. I don't think we've. I can't remember if we've ever. We've only done this field a couple of times. Did we? The first time, obviously, it would have been unfertilised. Well, no, not necessarily. It could have been fertilised. That's true. You can't presume. It is funny, but on the game now, things are a lot better for that kind of thing. Unless you do the contracts, I think normally the stuff is sort of fertilised, but I think I couldn't swear to that. It's a theory. FS22 is definitely better for that. Although the maps still are terrible. At the beginning, you really would have to, if you was going to do contracts, you'd have to kickstart the contract system. I don't like doing that because it doesn't make for good viewing. I did that on a few, yeah, the Old Stream Farm did that almost, yeah, I did. It's, well, we had to, we needed supplementary income on the Old Stream Farm, so that's why I did a lot of contracts, especially the baling ones. Now then, many. Set almost a full, but thing, I think I was right though, I think we probably just about got under 24. Which is good. Is Bailey happy? Yes. She's just bailing still. Smashing. Let's go and see how. Well, we can still speed time, but it doesn't really matter if they're still bailing. I do love that ability. It's quite amazing. It's yeah. Giants have done a lot of good things. They have. And obviously we've all got things that we miss about the last game and things that we love about this game in comparison. You know, there's good and bad things, right? That is going down quite well. Now, I'm not cutting the bale wrap on this. Not this time. I'm going to see if we get penalised. Because obviously you used to get penalised, but I'm not sure it was ever anything to do with the wrap. I think it was literally just down to your score. Yeah, we never got any hit by a penalty then, did we? So it's nothing to do with that. So one of those things that a well-meaning commenter actually commented on, but I don't think it's... Yeah, also things could have changed, that's the other thing as well. It may have been a rule back at the beginning, but also I think we all misunderstood the rules sometimes. It's basically your score that gives you either a minus or a plus. If our score's good and we put those in, let's be honest, it's surmised, I'm quite sure that you do remove the bale wrap. There's a lot bit like the bales disappear. There's a lot of game mechanics that we have no control over. Right, let's speed a bit of time up. Let's take this till about dinner. I would like to get the bales in today. On this session, it's going to be a bit. I would say this is going to be quite a long session. But yeah. Oh no, they are disappearing still. The ones that are floating may not, though. Might have to remind them about gravity. Sure, all of those are in the catchment area. Or they might be. Let's patiently wait. No, not you. Right, but I thought we were going to dinner time. That's a tad later. Right, let's go grab the last set off the fields. I would imagine the balers not... No, they've still got plenty to do with you speeding up time. Yeah, let's grab the last set off the fields. Yeah, let's go the nice way. That's why I did this. I knew there was... With putting it where it was, I was taking away the swing space. Actually, the 82 Studios is the one that I realised didn't really think of the gate enough as I should have done. Yeah, so yeah, I said my plans yesterday. So productions at the top. I will switch those on off camera. Yeah, make sure that everything's tickety-boo, because I'm quite sure. Again, I'm trying to stay out the menus, but we will go in them once they're done to show you how much stuff we've got in there and things like that. But yeah, I'm going to try to do as much out of menus as possible. Go in them with the minimum. Apart from, obviously, yeah, I always like to show you what... I've not whisked 240 tons of oats in or something magically that I've not done. So I do like to deliberately go inside the menus so you can see, yeah, for transparency and honesty, integrity, yeah, truthfully. Yes, I'm going to look, yeah, potatoes. I do think I'm going to do that potato one, which is quite an expensive factory in comparison to some of the more reasonable ones. Donuts as well. If we're going to go into the dairy thing, again, we might do donuts. Yeah, I've never done it, and I'd like to. I don't know how lucrative it is. We may switch, yeah, make sure that actually... for the first couple of runs, so that I can gauge how good it is money-wise, I might actually do that. So we need to grab them. We could use a TPS for that. Would be nice to get a use out of it. About 18, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, yeah. Not quite a full one. Yes, it is productions where the money is really that, yeah, which is, I mean, well, no, you can do an awful lot. That massive field that we're going to have, that would bring in a lot no matter what you did, really. Obviously, just by sheer the amount. So, this field is clear, right? We can start to fertilise whilst the baler finishes his job. Which is perfect, because this is quite heavy, a good heavy tractor. Well, of what we've got, actually, it isn't a heavy tractor. Really, it's now then. That is a point. Let's just check that. Really, straight away. Lord of Bennett. Right, let's drop that off. Just there. It's not in the way. No, actually, no. Let's drop it off sensibly where we're going to need it next. Right, smashing. Now then, fertiliser, we've got to let go of the bale pusher for that. No, don't do that in case, yeah, you're going to block that. That's a bad move. Doesn't take much to stop the belt systems, does it? Something in the way, so you've got to think these things through. Consequences to your actions. Always consequences. Right. Fertilize. Lime first. Yeah, because I suppose I think we'll probably. That's true. We should see what's in the transporter that seems to have had a rather nasty clash, because we didn't leave it like that. No, I can't be close enough. Yeah, it's yeah, it doesn't like the way. You must have left it sort of touching the shed, and the mods have clashed. Yeah, this is the real life of Farming Simulator. So where is the 3-point on that? Ooh, but we may have to do what I hate doing. Yeah, I might have to. I don't really think there's any other option for us to do anything other than that in the circumstance. Yeah, we never would have got that without that. Hate using super strength, but I suppose it's just like resetting, but without quite being so severe. Right, let's put that back as it should be. So lime. Will we need a full? I think we might do it with a full set of this, because we're only topping up. It's not like it's starting from scratch. Right. No, because that's... Yeah, it's weird. It looks like... I do this in different ways, because if you pull forwards and eject it, you can often top up the front and it's okay. But if you, yeah, do them right, I think that should be one more. If we do, and then the transport should, I think, be filled. Yeah, there are pros and cons with the way that you do this, which is what I've worked out. You'll have seen me do different approaches a few times on how to do this. Yeah, there are better ways, but there are also... Yeah, there's always still problems. If you're too close to it, it will fill it without filling it from the trigger. Right. Anyway, let's get cracking. How are we doing? Ooh, nearly done. Right, let's get going. I would time lapse this, but you know, it's tiny. It's not going to take very long at all for us to whiz over the field. So yeah, I'm hoping this weekend to start doing the time stamps on the YouTube videos, so that those who aren't so keen on time lapses can just jump past them. Brilliant, that's the baler finished. Yeah. But I still, yeah, I do. I sort of have thought about this. It was always nice to challenge your beliefs on why you believe something on a game, or why you hold the beliefs you do. Because I think it reinforces them. I do like time lapses in a lot of ways for continuity, as I was saying last session. I do, but in some ways, there's a time and a place for them. I do think you've got to be careful. I see a lot of time lapses and they're done at time 7, and times 5, and I find them way too jerky. Angry Bee time lapses, one of the viewers said in one of their comments, and I agree with them. When it's at the 5 and 7 times, they are Angry Bee time lapses, but when it's done at times 3, they're quite smooth and not too Angry Bee, I don't find. Now, I know there's going to be a slight gap here. We are talking absolutely minimal gap. I do like to get it right, but bit of clean up. Yeah, now we've contaminated that, so we should let the elements deal with that. We shan't grab that, so we should stop this toward the end. I don't think we're quite going to do what I thought. I thought we might just about manage to do this, and I know I've probably done this before and probably worked out that I couldn't quite do it, because that's, yeah. It is amazing. Even I talk about my memory being bad, but nobody's memory is brilliant for that type of thing. Well, yeah, I would say nobody's. That's not. It's a bit of a generalisation. No, let's not contaminate those. Yeah, this is definitely. I'm going to need more. I think we'll just. If I remember rightly, we've done this before, and we just have to top up the front. The trouble is, if that's not going to sense the Omatana trigger for me to actually get it out, that's not. No, that's not good. We're going liming part of someone else's field as well. We're good. We do share. Yeah, say. Yeah, not a lot. I don't think we're going to need more than a 1 or 2. Is this going to be the last job? No, I'd like to speed through. I'd like to get through till tomorrow morning. You've gone and done it. You said you weren't going to do that. Right, I did. This is true. Yeah, this is me getting carried away as always. It's, yeah, it is how it is now. I don't think we're going to need much more than 1. Well, I suppose it doesn't matter. I'd sooner have more than not. I could have left that there, though. That also is true. Right, let's do the clean-up at the bottom end, being as I've wrecked this as well, and the rain's going to need to wash the chemicals out. We can do this, though. This run down, and then we should jump in the baler, do that tiny bit of clean-up, and then we should do the fertilising. Yeah, maps going forwards. We've only just started these, so obviously it's a long way off. Actually, yeah, thinking about other Let's Plays, but yeah, I'm not sure. Well, yeah, the other thing is, you say that if a series is terribly unpopular, if everyone was watching Attingham with other people and the numbers were awful, then again, it's as I keep saying, you don't let the numbers. You've got to really look at the numbers for at least 4 or 5 weeks to see if there's any traction, whether you're losing, gaining, or whatever. And if it's only just, mind you, I've said this as well. If there were 10 people watching, then I'm happy. If the numbers are at 10, I am happy with that. If you know there's the rest of the fan base is like viewers. I don't like using words like fan base, but yeah, if the viewers and subscribers are already engaged in watching somebody else's Attingham, that is. It's good enough for me. But if there are 10 people watching, as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to carry on with the series. It'd have to be exceptionally abysmal for me to pull it, because as long as somebody is enjoying this, they've never been. It's a bit like, this is also not my job. which means I'm going to approach this from a different perspective than someone who has to do this as a job. And that Mississippi did mention that on one of his Let's Plays. When you do this as a job, you have got to, I think in some ways, you've got to do it successfully, but then again, if you've already done it successfully to reach at that level, then I think you already have got that. But I do know even Mississippi Lipinki, I remember, he pulled that series, so obviously people didn't like that, the numbers weren't there, not even for him, so there can be things that you think are really fantastic, decisions you make as a content creator. I still to this day, and I know I've harped on about it quite a bit over different Let's Plays, but that's because you did teach me a lesson. Yeah, the old stream farm, we had our farmyard up the top end, and I thought, oh yeah, but these fields are horrible. They are. I want to move to better fields. The trouble is, that had been our farmyard, and everyone had got used to it and liked it, and yeah, nobody watched it. I'd really upset everybody, so it taught me a lesson. Baby steps. If you're going to move something, don't just move it willy-nilly. If there's a need, you've got to. I mean, I did say that in Westridge Hills when we were moving back to the family farm. I tried to impress on everybody that we were going to shift in time, because the whole part of the Let's Play was us going back home to our original home on Westridge Hills. So yeah, that was me sowing seeds, and that was based upon the knowledge of what had happened on the old stream farm, to sort of like tell you way in advance that yeah, we were moving, so that it didn't upset anybody. Right, not too far. And don't push against the back, it doesn't like it. Right, so that's right. Ooh. Right, let's finish that off and do the last fieldwork job of the day. Yeah, not the last job, because we are going to see this day out. I'm going to hopefully get those bales in May. No, that is the last set of 18 bales, isn't it? So that is it. Right, smashing. Now then, so, oh, thank goodness for that. We did clear the back. Let's see if we can find the trigger with this. And of course, did I? I think I did. I left that right where I'm going to go now. I think, was the other fertiliser or was it lime that we done before? I can't remember. Is it bright white? Aha! This time we've got it. Yes, you can use the transporter as a shovel, but only on certain tractors. Yeah, because it's got to go low enough. Now the Deutz looked like it had gone low enough. Now you need to unfold it and see how. Yeah. Let's just try it. I'm sure. Yeah, because I did this on Stone Valley and I was saying, you can use it as a shovel. And then I realised that the tractor I'd got was not the right height. So I think this was almost perfect. But the trouble is, if the transporter won't work with almost every tractor, it really, that particular functionality of it is pretty much useless, really. And I don't know how the modder could do that so that it is, right, let's lower. Pretty much has to touch the floor like that for it to be correct. And I think it was probably this tractor that I got this. It has to, or maybe it's more that it has to be level like that then. It may have been me then. Let's see. Right, so it could. I would have to try that with one of the tractors, because I would like to get this right. Fantastic, isn't that weird? I say triggers, it's mods, sorry, not modders. It's mods. Yeah, they do crash and burn sometimes for no reason, and work one session and then not another. And some are more finicky than others, so right. stick that back where it should. Oh no, we need it. Where did I stick the spreader itself? Oh. Yeah, let's use that super duper feature. I know it's going to be close by. Right, so it is the fertilizer spreader itself, and it is this one. Show on map. Ah, I did. It was down that end. I did wonder when I couldn't see it up here. I thought, I bet you I've dropped it right where I was, near the yeah. I don't know why. Oh no, because it was on the wrong tractor. It is on the wrong tractor, actually. Look, yeah. When I say wrong tractor, let's put the Deutz back over here where it was a while back, out of the way. But not in the way of that. Oh, we've got all those sheds, and why is it with me and sheds? Right. Yeah, it does make more sense in some ways because the power of this and the weight of this is the better of the two for this. But obviously I wouldn't normally do it with this. But, you know, while it's me doing this, let's have a bit of fun. Right, I think... No, I think we're going to need more than just one. Oh, we know we could have got some of this out the... Right, I would say at least two. And then we'll stick one in the back because it's going to get rid of that first. And then we should fill 2 tons of that. Well, I'm confusing it because I'm on under 2 things. Yeah. Right, refill transporter. It is actually 1900. Yes. Because is it 9 or is it more? Yeah. I think it's 950 the back holds. Right, I'm not going to time lapse this, but yeah, please forgive me for going high a little because it is, yeah, not very nice. Mind you, I say that, it's amazing because when I did this in the other view, you do sort of get used to that, but yeah, when you're doing it in third person, this is it is nicer or easier to do it above. It can be done the other way, although it's not quite as accurate. There's a little tiny bit of, as I keep saying, faith and a bit of like, yeah, it's more feel. It's a better way than faith. The word faith, yeah, that conjures up the wrong image, and that's not really what I'm trying to say. It's, yeah, it's a feel, instinct more than anything. Obviously honed by your skill and use of that particular view. But there is. I've got to be honest. It is the word faith. It is true. There's that moment of where you just got to let yourself go into that skill. Is the way that I first did that, so that I could do the ultra realistic series. Yeah, I'm gonna get to a session or 2 done over the weekend with it. I'm hoping to get us a bit further on because it's. A long time ago, there was one map that I did where I did it. I realised that you can use animals to the point where you can use their manure and the slurry to actually fill a BGA and do quite well out of it, especially if you've got a lot of animals. There are limits on this for the slurry and the manure. The hopper will only take so much, but you could still do quite well out of the energy business based upon that. And I recognise that, but one of the most boring... I didn't ever record it. I did a run through with animals where I thought I'm going to do an animal start and I'm going to like sell everything. So it had to be new farmer or I'd got quite a bit of money. I then filled a yard with like 500 cows and went with that. But even I recognised it's probably not done that way because it is a little boring. All I did was feeding animals and running stuff to the BGA, and I thought I'm not sure that this is going to make good footage. The Thornton revamped, likewise, we are centering on our sheep, and it isn't boring. I've not found it boring, but it's Yeah, there's only so far I can go with it. I'm focusing on that because that's all I can do, and we're sort of caught where we're not. You only earn money off the close, and it's got a couple of months where the price is high, and then it drops down to like 2/3 the price. So don't get me wrong, that's still good. But if you're doing a business, I like to sell my products at the best possible months, and I think a farmer would do that. So. Yeah, which then means we're waiting for that very narrow window of 2 months to sell our products. So we have to, get ready whatever clothes we've got, and of course it takes time to build those clothes up. Which is, I'm at the stage where I'm probably, I've got to expand because it is slow. But to expand, I need to buy a slab of production, which is by the farm, to stick another lorts down, so that we can make more clothes and more fabric, because the sheep are growing. I think we're up to 250 or 300 out of 500, which is a lot. The wool's beginning to come through. We've got more adults now than youngsters. So once we've got 500 adults, I think the production of wool will be quite good. But then it comes to the problem where the production itself doesn't produce much. Clothes is a very slow production, because obviously you would earn so much money, it would be unbelievable. And also, I would imagine the process is quite. So it's sort of, it's a learning curve, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say. In shorthand, it is. And I'm trying to sort of, because of that, it's a virgin territory that you've never gone before. So it's, not the nice, you're not sure how to handle it to try to bring out the best. So if you could bear with me. But again, comments, if you do watch that series, by all means, please comment. Let me know what you think. If there's something I should add or remove, or is there a better way to handle what I'm doing? Right, the next time, please remember that we could actually, we could leave that in actually. No, let's be realistic. According to what everybody says, fertilizer is probably one of the most caustic things that would burn a hole in, and damage the metalwork and all the rest of it. So let's try and, stick that back there. Right, smashing that. Then we're playing ultra realistically. Well, without ultra realism, but you know what I mean. Trying to play by a set of rules that's quite lifelike. Right, let's stick that there. So that is that field done. Now we need to speed time up and go through to, it's 2:45 now. Go and see how the hopper's doing, and I'd like to take us till tomorrow morning. I don't, the transport this time I think is okay. I don't think I put that in a bad place. Okay, let's take that up to about 7ish, I'd say, and then see if we can put those in. And then we're going to sleep once we've got those all in the hopper. Once that last 2 bales have disappeared, that's it. We can go to sleep. Right, so let's grab that. Safely stick this away. I'm going to stick this into the original shed as well, rather than... I am a terror. I've got to get better at this. I have a nasty habit of just like dropping things down. Oh, actually that shed's just as good. It's long. We'll stick it next to that. It's not dirty. No, that is quite long. let's for once actually stick a tractor away. Left hand side, so that's perfect. Right, smashing. Right, let's leave that till morning. That should give us quite a tick up. So that's got, yeah, nearly a full hopper. So, sleep through till... it's August. No, 8 o'clock still. 9 o'clock in September. And potatoes should be ready. Although we must allow for the wave to happen. Oh, we've still got 22 tons in. Wow, 279 tons of digestate. That's great. We'll get that other field mode today. Get the animals fed first, as is always my thing. That's completely Yetis. That's good. What are these at? 48%. So tomorrow, at some point, they'll be completely done. And that is where we're going to leave it. Oh, no, we're not. We shall have a look at... oh, is that not... God, I hate that. Mind you, no. No. Actually, no. No, there aren't. That's a 790. If we said we were going to stick to... no, we didn't on this. I'm thinking of Stone Valley. Yeah, we have the Starliner. That is a big field, that other one. It would clear us out. I think if I was going to go for one, actually, I can get the 550 for not far off that anyway, and it does actually self-unload well. So I am tempted with the Ixter, though. I think... we could do a crafty. Could buy that on the sales and then sell the original one. And are we going to need to? Yes, actually, thinking about the massive field, let's buy it. We'll keep it at 18 for the minute. We'll upgrade them both. Do we need a second lorry on this? It's not that we need a second lorry, but I've got to be honest, it's more about the camera problems. We've got the other, and that is a very good price for the TLX. I think we're going to do it. Keep it... no. No, I like standard, if I'm honest. No. Stick to... no, has this been... changed? Because I know there's a lot of 82 Studios things where they actually change things. So we're going to go with 485 horsepower. I think is enough on this for now. Yeah, I don't. It's still not got a trailer hitch. Nope, it's not. Still, it's good as a lorry back. It is. I suppose that is true. We've got two sides to this, and we might start to use the other one a little bit more because we could use it for. That is true. I keep forgetting about its. It could do the baling as a proper rear hitch with all of the gubbings of that. Although is it? Yeah, I'm not sure if it could. Right, colours. Yeah, let's actually do this. I love it when it's red and black. And vinyls. But we've got to turn the vinyls on, haven't we? There's one thing you have to do, isn't there? Is it? No, it's not. No, it's not that one. Visors and mirrors, bumpers, lighting. That's the one I like, the Seminole. Lighting. Let's go for blue on the glow side markers. Green, I think. God's no. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that, and I don't mind that it's got a different Smashing. That is it, definitely. So we've got 2 of those for when we do the big field. It's the other one is fine for that. We will probably also increase them to 28s. Or yeah, we shall see, because it all depends. When you look at the field, it's got islands. That's the one bad thing about 15. It's got 3 tree islands. Sometimes I know myself, the bigger the reach, the more chance you've got of clacking into the trees. But we can try it. If we did it them as 28s, we could stick that on. I always prefer simple islands for course play. We should see if it works well with that. Then that's all good. Otherwise, we'll stick to trying one of the other sort of things to try to get the best out of the course. And that is truly where I'm going to leave it. So we are up to, or down to, because we were higher than that, up to 307,174, but we have bought more equipment, and we've got plenty of digestate in. So we're still on course for what we wanted to do. Animals first. Ooh. Let's just check. Yes, there we go. That answers my question. Remove foliage. Yeah, we do need to do that. And we are very close to the shop in Field 1. There's no sneaky way, is there, with Field 1, to actually sneak the back way into the shop, which is a shame. That cul-de-sac, it's a shame we can't rip the fence down. Although I'm quite sure. I've got to get over that. It is true. I'm a terror for that. We'll go through the pig farm, or we'll go round the edge. It's not that far to go, it really isn't. So we need to be... Do we lease the... No, because it's wasting time. If we lease it now, it's going to be the clock's ticking, and then you've got the animals to do and all that type of stuff that wastes time, and then it's going to cost us with the leasing. So I am going to say I hope you do continue with me on this journey. Please, as always, if you have anything to say, I really am honestly listening. I truly am. I do love to hear from you, your opinions, and I will act upon them if I agree with you. Because there are a lot of things I do, but if somebody else felt strongly about it, I can try and incorporate other things in within reason. But yeah, I am reasonable, so I'm not, like it's my way or the highway. It's got to be done this way. And no, I will listen. And there's a lot of fantastic suggestions that we've had from the views of the channel that I have incorporated. Yeah, when people have spoken, I have listened and done something about it. So, yeah, I am going to say goodbye for now.